Welcome to the closing remarks of NANOG 24. If you borrowed a wireless card, please be sure to return it to the, yes, she's waving, to the desk over there. These are the names of some people from Terramark, but the names are important, but they don't do justice to what the organization did. One of our engineers characterized all the people from Terramark, particularly those over here over the weekend with us, as going the extra mile. We do want to thank Todd, who was our main man at Terramark, working under Monty for spearheading this entire endeavor. Bob Hewitt, are you here, Bob? Yeah. Bob lives in Key Largo, Florida, which is cool. Bob essentially moved into the hotel a month ago. Whenever we were walking around this weekend and ran into a staff member, oh, hi, Bob, because he was the one who got the satellite dish installed on the roof and cut the hole down into the building so that we would have connectivity from that. Thank you so much for all your work the last month. Other engineers who were around a lot of the time this weekend were Matt Brooks and Bill Williams. I want to thank Clarissa for all your help with special events and for arranging our wonderful T-shirt, which actually was designed by someone who works at the NAT, Miguel Boria. Sandra Gonzalez-Levy scouted out the hotel for us. That's a big task that hosts undertake. And we also want to thank Steve Spader for his help during the tours. Before we have a large final round of applause for Terramark, I do want to tell you, when we talk about a host, we mean the organization that contacts us at Merit and says, we would like to host a meeting. We say, wonderful, scout out some hotels. The host does that. The other main responsibilities are bringing in connectivity to the hotel, setting up the terminal room, and building the network infrastructure in the hotel, which is a biggie. Terramark, thank you so much for everything. Next, I want to turn to my own colleagues from Ann Arbor. Carol, I saw her walk by the outside, and she's not in here now, of course. Carol holds this entire meeting on her shoulders. Many of you interact one-on-one with her in the months coming up to the meeting. She works with the hotel to figure out what rooms we're going to be in and when they should be reserved. She handles just about all aspects of registration, and she works with all the vendors who contribute to the beer and gear and also breaks, breakfast, and so on. Bob Stovall had a choice between being here with us at NANOG 24 and scuba diving in Kauai, and guess what his decision was. So he's not here this time, but he will be back. Betty Burke, who's sitting in the middle of the table back there, with a tiny wave. She's sorry I pointed her out. Betty is our infrastructure manager back at Merit. She travels from one end of the hotel during the meeting to make sure that the networking is solid. We have several engineers on loan from Michenet, Dave Gilbertson, Dale Vermillier, and Steve Weiland. I'm not going to embarrass you personally. Jason, thank you so much for your wonderful Real Media. Sue Joyner is back again with us this time in Orange. It's great to have her here. Charlie's brain somehow meshes with mine so that he remembered all the stuff I forgot. Thank you so much. Dawn works in the background pretty much before the meeting, but at the meeting she's on top of registration and generally troubleshooting stuff. So thank you, everyone. Dwayne, I slipped a picture of your book in here. Bad, bad, bad. Our Squid Cash, I mentioned yesterday, we've had organizations helping us for a long, long time. One of them is Packet Pushers. Dwayne, thank you. Okay, hold your applause till the end of the multicast section here. This is long because we have a lot of support here. Hans and Lucy are with us here today. Hans Kuhn and Lucy. Their partner in crime, Joel, will be with us at some time in the future. The University of Oregon kindly sends them. The person who originally spearheaded that was Greg Shepard. I'm not sure if he's still here, along with Dave Meyer, who still helps us out, not only with multicast, but all kinds of difficult stuff that comes up before the meeting. He's a great support. We also have help from Cisco. Mike, are you here? Mike was here at the meeting, and I didn't get to meet him. Many of us know one of the all-time multicast greats, John Mailer. He also helps us in the background. Thank you. No applause after this one. Florida, not because they don't deserve it, but because we're applauding too much and it's taking too much time. Florida International University was our first hop. Did you go to school there? Eric Johnson rocks. He did a lot of work for us in the weeks coming up to the meeting, as did Matt Davey, who's hard at work at the Abilene Knock at Indiana University. Riverstone, thank you for feeding us yesterday morning. Our next job is to tear down the room. If you stay, you get to interact with all of us and get to know the Marist staff, the University of Oregon people. If you choose not to stay, it would be good if you would vacate the room within 5.6 seconds of my conclusion, because we do need to get going on that. Our next meeting is an anniversary. It's our 25th meeting, our 5th year, and for that reason we're having a gala return of the MCs. We'll have Elise, Bill, who will not be allowed to tell any jokes. I think Bill's not here, so we'll all hold him to that, and Craig will be back. They'll each be hosting part of the session. This is where we're meeting. We're meeting in Toronto. Richmond Hill is actually a town just outside Toronto with very easy access to the city. Our host is Group Telecom, and Randy's out there now, but I won't embarrass you personally. And I think that's my last. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. You've been a wonderful audience.